Dude, what are you doing?
Dude, I'm playing with crayons.
Why?
Because crayons are freaking awesome, dude. You can do so much shit with them, like, color shit. You know what's really cool?
What?
If you take two colors, and you can make two different colors. But, what's a question that's been bothering me lately?
What?
Why haven't they ever made a crayon movie? That'd be fucking awesome.
Dude, they have.
What? Here we are today with our trusty movie box. The movie we have today is called The Hero of Color City.
And why don't you tell these people what this movie's about?
Crayons.
Crayons. It's a movie about crayons. And you know what happens when you take all the colors that crayons have and you mix them together? You get brown. The same color as shit, which is what this movie is. How does one describe the hero of Color City? Well, imagine if Food Fight had a younger brother, but the little brother was a little bit better and it was about crayons. That's pretty much the hero of Color City.
The Hero of Color City is an American animated film released in October 2014. The film has an all-star voice cast including Christina Ricci, Rosie Perez, Sean Astin, Owen Wilson, E.G. Daly, Craig Ferguson, and Wayne Brady. You noticing any similarities yet?
The film details a journey of crayons who try to save their hometown of color from an evil, I'm doing hand quotes here, see? Unfinished drawing. If that doesn't sound like someone took acid while using a coloring book, then I don't know what does. The film didn't do too well at the box office, only raking in $32,048. I have no idea what the budget for this movie was, but I'm going to assume that it didn't make a profit.
Well,
let's get this over with.
We open up the film with a child using his black crayon to draw the villain, and his mother who wants him in bed. Hey, don't blame me for saying it like that. She said it first.
Not on, in.
After the kid goes to bed, he drops his yellow crayon on the floor and it rolls under the bed. Dumbass. This is where we meet the cast of characters, which, simple enough for all the crayons in the box. You know, yellow, blue, green, red, black, white, and brown? He looks more like a beige. Seriously, look at this picture and look at what he blends into more. This? Or this?
Of course, there are plenty of other side puns, characters in the film like Baby Blue and refried beans. Now I'd like to take this time to point out that the voice actor for this character, who happens to be the director, was the third highest paid voice actor in the film. I think this is due to him being the director, but I can't help but wonder something. See, this is the only line this character has other than,
it wasn't me.
so I can't help but wonder, did this guy get paid to fart in a microphone? If so, I want his job.
Anyway, we soon learn that our main character, Yellow, voiced by Christina Ricci, is afraid of everything. Yes, it's one of those stories. All of the colors have their distinct personalities. Blue is cool, like the Gatorade. Green is smart, cause... yeah. Red's a bitch. White's... white? And black is dark and depressing. Okay, wouldn't it be funny if Black was voiced by Marlon Wayans from Don't Be a Menace in South Central while drinking your juice in the hood? Wow, that was abstract. Or Ice Cube from his NWA days? No? That's racist? Wait, what?
Well, the brown one is trying to get all the crayons gathered up so they can go to Color City.
Hello.
The fuck? Once they're gathered up, they proceed down a funnel through the crayon box that looks like it belongs in Sonic Colors, into the titular Color City. The yellow one gets left behind, and the drawing comes to life. You know, normal stuff. The villain's little gnat, no, seriously, that's his name. The punny little bastard.
I'm his wingman. You look good, your punching bagliness. Royal tie dydiness. I can your upside downliness.
Asks her to color them, to which she replies,
By myself? I'm not supposed to color strangers. And besides, my tip is all worn out.
why? He's not even a stranger, the kid who owns you drew him.
After this little episode with the Jack in the Box...
Uh-oh!
Yellow runs back to Color City to join her friends. There, she recounts what happens.
By a big, huge, ginormous
Is it a dick? Is it a dick?
wave of panic.
Oh. Never mind. They end up going to a spa where the white one isn't allowed in because he hasn't been used? Okay. But the only thing that happens here is we meet Tutti Frutti. And Kermit the Crayon. Yeah. The yellow one leaves and...
I can be anything I want. With colors so bright.
No! 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 You were almost not a musical! Yes. They sing in this movie. It's awful.
While this shit happens, the uncolored drawings find a way into Color City and they go on some kind of rampage, where he grabs the yellow one and Blue is like,
Yikes, man!
Jeepers! Jinkies!
the big king drawing goes King Kong and takes the yellow up the Empire State Building, where he fights the brown one in a paper airplane. I guess that's clever. Well, King Kong ends up dropping yellow, and the brown one crashes his plane and dies!
Yes!
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 Oh, yes!
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 Oh,
Yes!
fucking A!
Nah, I'm kidding. That didn't happen. This did. Just awesome.
They take Brown to the hospital, and the villain bounces to the Color Waterfall Mountain. Don't go after him or anything. Shit. The big dude dams the waterfall, making the crayons start losing their color. And don't ask me why, because I have no idea. The crayons have a meeting led by Professor Heliotrope. Okay, that is not a color. Oh. So it is. Who explains what's going on?
Colorful, through which the metamorphosis of the rainbow, double rainbow, to the lake gives us the color, setting us apart from other art materials like ink blots and lumps of clay.
Makes sense. Long story short, yellow, blue, green, red, white, and black set sail after the monster. Wait. Why are they sailing to the mountain? The water was nowhere near the mountain.
They end up crashing their boat and having to walk through a desert covered in fog. Yellow explains that she's afraid and Blue holds her hand. She asks him how he's not afraid, and he says,
That's what you think. I've got the heebie-jeebies right now.
They hear voices in the fog, tell him to leave, but when they run away, Yellow says she heard something and the white one needs to go back. Blue replies with the second rudest reference in the movie.
What? Behind enemy lines?
It's only second because it's related to something in the movie. He goes back and finds that they're harmless, unfinished drawings. They explain the situation and the drawings tell them,
The quickest way is across the wasteland.
Lone wanderer refused to surrender to the vices that had claimed so many others.
They end up giving them a ride to a slingshot because of,
Unless you know how to fly, this is the fastest way to the top.
yeah, that. The crayons color them in return, and you get the weirdest reference in the movie. The Bumblebee Tuna mascot? What the fuck are you doing here? Were you left over from Food Fight? The crayons end up at the mountain, and after some plan to catch the king guy involving Yellow distracting him, yeah, way to Scooby-Doo, she runs into the kid's trash can. Okay, first, how the fuck did you get to Color City? Why are you alive? The king drawing ends up saving her with probably the only laughable moment in the movie in a good way. They explain that they just want to be colored again. Funny how she didn't connect the dots. She gives him a mouth, and they end up coming back to another misunderstanding that's pointless, but in the end end up working together to break the dam. Even T-Rash helps them. So everyone gets their color back, and they go back to Color City. Yellow, and only Yellow, receives a medal. Why? There were 6 of them. And this whole thing's her fault. If she would have just freaking offered to color them in the first place, none of this would have happened. Anyway, everyone goes back just in time for the kid to wake up. A happy ending. Woo. The film closes with this. How in the flaming fucking lips of Valhalla does he not fucking see that?
In conclusion, the hero of Color City is a pointless pile of garbage who takes all the potential that the voice cast has and squanders it with a worthless script. And you had 5 people working on this thing. This film doesn't sink as low as Food Fight and The Little Panda Fighter, but just fucking barely.
Well, now that's over. How do you feel about this movie?
A lot of wasted potential.
True. I mean, you could have done so much with this movie.
Oh yeah, you could have a lot of good moral shit in it, but
I mean,
they threw that out the fucking window.
I mean, you could have had stuff that like symbolized racial inequality.
You didn't want to dig deep.
I mean, you could have had the white crayon hate the black crayon. I know that sounds bad. I know it does, but you could have them end up being friends in the end, realizing that, you know, there's not a lot that was actually different about them. Something kind of like Remember the Titans.
Yeah. Plus, each color symbolizes like their personality.
Mm-hmm.
As the color in the mountain thing, what the fuck that was, ran out, they lost their color. Mm-hmm. What that could have been, they could have, as they lost their color, they lost their personality. And that could have been symbolism is, you know, everybody has a uniqueness to them, which is their own, to their color. If you lose it, you just become all the same and just really boring and, you know, nothing really interesting to be around. But they completely fucked it up. They didn't even...
They just wasted a lot of potential with this movie.
Yeah. And the drawing that wanted to be colored, why didn't he fucking ask? I mean, those crayons are more than happy to color the other ones. They made a fucking orgy out of it.
Exactly. I mean, he made it like some evil plot. Like, I mean, It wasn't that he was afraid to ask. That would have been okay. Like, it would have made it acceptable.
Yeah, if he was afraid to ask to be colored,
it would have been different because it could have gone with another thing, which was like, don't be afraid to just ask.
Yeah.
It's always okay to ask. You know? And that's something a lot of little kids need to know. I mean, like, you know, like...
Yeah. If you want something, you know, well...
Don't go behind somebody's back and do it.
Yeah.
You know? Just ask first.
Yeah.
You know? It could have been as simple as that.
Yes.
Like, that's it.
They fucking... They threw a lot of potential out of this.
Idiots.
And that's about all I can really say about this movie.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's that.